hear that in the background? For the theoretical people that can hear me. That's my AC. I am fucking burning right now. It is on fire where I am. I'm not gonna leave it on though. Don't you worry. I don't need to. My room's pretty much cool enough to the point where I won't need it to stay on for the entirety of this thing. But unfortunately, I am gonna have to end the stream a little bit early. I was hoping that I could, because it's like it's so fucking hot. It's like I'm in a fucking in a closet, and where it's just like the heat will compact. So as soon as I start fucking sweating balls on the ending stream, I'm just it's not. I'm not gonna stay on long. Although, because again, I want to stay consistent with this thing. I want to see if I can legitimately do this sort of thing for a living. So I want to at least do some sort of stream to keep being consistent. But if it gets to a point where I get uncomfortable, it's just like, nah. I get uncomfortable doing stream, I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. So it's like, sick days, or like days where it's like way too hot or even way too cold. So those are when I'm not going to stick on. So I will be drawing this, and then obviously I'm finishing off drawing this, and I will be obviously doing the gaming and whatnot. I'm not sure how much more. It can't be that much longer. I'm pretty sure I'm almost there beating it, but I'm not sure. Not too sure. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Now hopefully it won't get hot too quickly, but we'll see. We will see. I mean, like it ever really did, to be honest. Like, a proper is even really possible in my life. That's what they call it, right? Pompadours? No, I have no fucking clue. What the fuck just happened? I don't know what the fuck that was. That was weird. They must have fucking pushed something by accident. Whatever. You little scoundrel, you. You, you will be the bane of my existence. Every so often, I'll get one of those in my chat. Don't know why. All right. All right. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the last bit of this. If not, then I don't know. We'll see. Pretty sure there's not too much of this left to play. But we'll see. We'll see. PC's yelling at me again.
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
That's just not possible. That's just not possible for me. I have to have better aim, I suppose. me try. Let me start. No, restarting. Is that it?
It's over. Guess that's that.
I'm gonna retry that.
Is that it? It's over.
Alright, cool. But he just wanted the fucking coin. I didn't care about that. I can do that. That's not that hard, but I could have, but eh. Kinda wanna go back and retry this, but this one was annoying. I have to just get better at aiming. Yeah, fuck it. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it once. See if I got any sort of better with aiming. Let's see.
It's over.
Look out for its targeting!
Got him.
almost there. That's like the last bit there. I can do it, but it's just like, yeah, I don't want to sit here for too long, you know?
Look out for charging something.
Is that it?
Something's aiming at us. Move, you.
Guess that's that.
Holy shit, I actually did that. Nice. No way I can do that fucking time. I just barely did that. It's just not possible to get to all the boxes. It's just not possible. The fuck you want?
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try. Bingo! Well done.
What did that do? That's useful. But only in very specific situations, though.
We hope you enjoy your purchase.
Don't have enough to do it, though, but to upgrade it. It's useful, but only in specific situations.
Ah, there it is.
Let me see. What's the other one that I have? That's useful. That is useful. That ain't that useful. because like I'm rarely in situations where I'm like almost dead. So I mean, I don't really care about like 100% of this game either. So don't expect me to do that. I'm not gonna go back and get, because I know that there is like certain like parts that I couldn't get to because I just didn't have the abilities to get to them in other areas. But just like I'm just not going back to do that. Don't really care to. Wahoo! This is where we're going, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I hope we're not too late to stop 8.
Don't worry. Cleaning up messes is what I do best.
If
A
time
little
actually
trouble's all
progressed,
part of the job.
if time actually progressed, you would have already done it by now.
This door's locked too.
Let me guess. More terminals?
You wanna
could've
go
just
back to
kept
the
going.
bunker and regroup?
Not needed. Just want to have that open. Just to have that open, I guess. That looks like it's gonna be fun. Ooh, a hard one. I mean, yeah, I guess fuck it. Let's do this one, I guess. I guess I'm lying.
It's like they're moving up. Huge.
Ooh.
Charging. Time for a cleanup.
Take this! Take this!
Get ready. Ah!
Ouch.
Blinking the enemy. It's like they're moving up. Careful. Going to jump.
Oh, crap. Is it shooting him?
Move, you. Don't go inside the circle.
Too many enemies. Holy shit.
Don't go inside the circle.
It's annoying. That thing's the most annoying because it's the fastest and bulkiest.
It's going to jump.
It's just everything's just running at me.
Its lasers shooting up.
Diana, help!
I'm on it.
I owe you one, Diana.
No problem. Careful. It's going to jump. Incoming.
Cause like where did that even come from? I was legitimately on the other side of the room and it just keeps sprinting from me. I think I gotta deal with him. I don't think I have a choice. I have to. See, cause like it's the bulkiest and it's the fastest, and it just does too much.
Its lasers shooting up. Careful. It's going to jump.
open the box. God damn it. Okay, cool. That's. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Be careful. Sensors, yeah. Move, you. Hacking potential complete. Get ready.
It's on now, K-10. Take this!
Blinking the enemy.
How you like this?
Phew.
That's a shield. Oh, sweet.
You. Now.
Take this!
Look out. Target prime for hacking.
You're going down. Take this!
Oof.
What a lucky find.
Here.
Seems like everything. Alright, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oof, 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 oof. Can't believe I did all that in one go. But of course I am him, so.
Hey there, Hugh.
Greetings, child.
silly.
Here it comes! Look out!
That's not what that is. Thought that was what that was. Was it?
Here it comes! Look out! Incoming!
Skittery silly. Yikes!
Here it comes! Look out!
These things are annoying. They're annoying.
Look out!
Stop skittering around!
If I had a bigger room, this wouldn't be that bad, but
Here it comes! Look out! Splitting the hat! Incoming!
You're going down. Step off.
Here it comes! Look out!
I killed you.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, I forgot I had a stasis now. I could have just used that. Yeah, oh well.
What the hell? It's breaking in! This can't be happening. It's coming right for us! Ah! 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 John! Get off him! Ah! Ah!
This black stuff is all that's left.
Did the dead filament eat them?
Hey, Diana. Think you can cleanse infected humans?
No. Once their cells get eaten away, they're gonna be good.
I see. There's nothing you can do.
Womp womp.
All cleaned up.
I read it. All the information's in my mind. Absorbed
So
up like
Delphi.
a sponge.
Just covered it up. Disgusting. coming down. Take this.
Where did you come from?
Take this. I'll take care of it.
We need to fund them. Look out! That's the woman! No! Wait! The corruption's back!
Cleanse it for me, will you?
There's the sword!
I'll take care of it.
Move, you! The corruption's back!
Cleanse it for me, will you?
That's the woman! No! Wait!
Oh.
There's the sword!
I'll take care of it. All right, that's one core down.
Keep it up, you!
He was shooting to me. Check. Take this.
Okay, good. I did not like this fight whatsoever. It was annoying. Oh.
Only one left! It's gotta be close.
Yep. Let's wrap this up. Don't want to keep her waiting, right?
That's a thing I thought. Whatever.
We can use that back at the shelter. Think Cabin will like that?
I like it. Gavin better want it. prioritize upgrading this.
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try. We are honored to provide one of our greatest goods. Please enjoy your purchase.
If you're interested in this bullshit, there you go. Now, the upgraded one. Yeah, it could be fuckable. There's potential there. I feel so goddamn itchy. Strange. I have no clue. No clue why. Maybe it's because it's dusted that forget to sweep down over here. I don't know. Or probably because I didn't get my fix yet. Any could be possible.
You gotta be kidding me. This one's locked too?
There should be some terminals nearby.
Ouch. Ah.
One down. Incoming.
Lost that one.
Overdrive protocol at the ready.
Unnecessary.
Is that it?
That makes two.
And 3 more hiding somewhere. bad, Diana.
Wow. Just doing my part.
Wow. Cool. The robot thing somewhere. Hear it. Or is that it? Is that what's making that noise? Yeah, no, it's up there. How the fuck do I get up there? I guess I go up there later. Oh.
Phew, that was 3.
Good. Now on.
Oh, hi.
Get ready. Yeah!
Get him!
Overflow protocol activate.
Check. Take this!
Ah. Let's not do that one yet. It's clearly gonna call a thingy. Which I don't wanna do a thingy yet.
Be careful.
Good job, Teddy. How you like this? Guess that's that.
That one?
One more to go.
Got it. You sure the last one's in here?
Yeah, I'm picking up a signal nearby. We did it!
Yeah. Took more time than I'd like, though.
That didn't take that long. I was mainly just looking around. How the fuck do I get up there? It must be another way. It must be, because I can't get up there.
Transferring designated payload is at 80%.
Let's hurry, Diana.
I've got your back.
Yeah, fight.
Damn. We don't have time for this.
You! I'll cleanse it!
It's on. Take this.
Wait till I'm recharged! Charging!
Take this.
That walker's gonna burst!
Take this.
Break it, shield! Be careful! Watch out for that stuff! Missile spotted!
That's what? Ah, that's cool.
Overdrive protocol activated.
Yikes.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
You! Right back at ya!
If I could, jeez. Can't get up there. Alright, I was so trying to get cheese.
Missile spotted! Careful! They're hot! Right back at ya! You!
Check. Take this.
Defensive breakdown!
That's my front. while.
Hi, Hugh.
Oh, wrong thing. Nice. A fight.
You again?
Looks like a backup from the vault. Give me a sec. Charging cleanse. Phew, that's the normal.
I'm not gonna lie, this thing's really cool. Oh, it's just normal now. Cool.
Not now. Not now. Get ready. Protocol activate. Watch out!
What the heck's it trying to pull?
Gathering up. Then get away!
This thing controls dead filament now too?
Not now! Move, you! Overdrive protocol activate.
It's on now. Take this! That's what I'm talking about! Stay down!
Get this one.
So, this is the Luna filament lab.
This is the most advanced research lab in the entire cradle. Higgins was probably right in that room.
8 was with him too. There are traces of her here. I guess 8 was helping out the doctor more than I expected.
Looks like Higgins had been out of contact for a while.
I don't think he liked getting involved with others.
My sweet Daisy. Delphi. They took her from me. I warned them. It was premature. Again and again. I was a fool to trust them. But now, Daisy, I'm so sorry.
So that's how his daughter died. That's awful.
Poor doctor.
I'm so sorry. Please.
Doctor? His mental acuity is degenerating rapidly.
Oh, Daisy, Daisy. Honey, I was so close. Earth and Delphi. They took you from me. Curse them.
capture complete, Dr. Higgins.
Dead filament now. Clock's ticking. Okay. Back to work, kiddo.
The doctor's dead?
Yeah. And he left his work to 8. I don't think we'll be able to talk her down from this. Better start preparing for the worst.
Hugh?
No worries. It'll be all right.
There! That's our way into the orbital elevator.
All right. Let's go.
I'm coming to stop you, Abe.
Yup.
Nice work, Hugh.
Oh yeah.
Hugh, I was really sad when I found out what happened to the doctor.
Hey,
But still, I don't feel like 8 does. Is that because I'm not as good as she is?
what? That's not it. You're just wired different. And in my eyes, I'm glad you're the way you are. So, let's move on, okay?
What's up, Hugh? Anything I can help you with?
If I ever need some help, I'll be sure to let you know.
Cool.
Don't get it. Why would you build something so fragile?
Nice.
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
Another bot. Cool.
We are honored to provide one of our greatest goods.
I don't know if I get a triple bingo, I get a some new weapon. Looks interesting. Yeah, the song of this game was really good. What's thoughts? Oh, it's still starting game.
Satisfaction level maximum. Glad we could be of assistance.
Yeah, but the music has to be something like that, because if it's something a bit too upbeat, I'm gonna be annoyed. Contra, this fucking thing. You got a fucking beard gut, goddamn.
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because I'm already starting to get sweaty and I do not like it. I mean, I usually do get sweaty while I'm in this fucking closet, but I'm starting to get sweaty already. So we're gonna go on and end it with this. What is this? Please target area in 60 seconds. That culture was goddamn. I mean, shit, we'll see if we can. That's annoying. Okay. Alright. If they're all like that, then I might be able to do it. But we'll see though. Fuck. We'll try. Alright, fucked up. Fuck. Damn it. This fucking the fucking place isn't that hard. It really isn't. The map itself isn't that hard. It's just hard. It's hard to get through to get to do the hacking and whatnot. What? it's completely random. I didn't know that it was, but yeah, it's random. Is that possible? That isn't possible. That whole ass isn't possible. It's not enough time. I legitimately press the fucking 8 B, X, and Y, bro. As fast as you physically can. See, I pressed them all as fast as you physically can. It's not enough time to do even more. Let me see if I can do it. Let me at least do it as fast as I can. That just isn't possible. I don't know how the hell can you do that. I just don't know. Caught by enemy. That looks scary. Oh well. We're done with that though. put my controller up. Okay. Don't watch a video. Alright. What happens when the villain is right? By Scrawls, I think. I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, I guess let's just get into it. It looks like seemed like an interesting video, and I'm going to watch it because I am interested in.
Wait, no. Heroes are supposed to be right. Right? In every adventure cartoon and shonen anime, the protagonists take on heroic traits.
I mean, yeah, but like the hero doesn't have to be right. By definition, they don't have to be right. They just have to be like opposing an opposition, right? Or like an evil opposition. Like I don't like what is a definition of a hero? Let me Google it real quick. A hero is a person admired for courage, outstanding achievement, and noble qualities. Yeah, doesn't specifically means they have to be right though.
To protect the weak, uplift their friends, and save the world. All goals shaped
Save
in
the
contrast to
world.
those of a villain. Yet when I look back at the stories that I love, I can't help but be drawn to that villain. In college, I'm reading Beowulf, an Old Norse myth that is a foundation of Western storytelling, in which a hero, Beowulf, kills a villain, Grendel. Yet despite Beowulf being the hero, I can't help but feel pity for Grendel. He's a monstrous, ogre-like, murdering giant compared to a demon.
Never read
But
this
he
book.
has a mother who mourns him. Villains are supposed to be evil, terrifying, and wrong. But what happens when villains are more human than that? What happens when the heroes falter,
Villain doesn't always have to be terrifying. A villain can be goofy too.
stumble, or sin? What happens when the societies that heroes defend are the ones that create villains? What happens when the villain is right? Tai Lung,
Cold intro.
Silco, and even Dr. Doofenshmirtz are all answers to this question. So sit back and join me as we explore the world of villains.
Wait, hold up. You can't put Dr. Doofenshmirtz in there and not put him in this cold ass intro. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Why didn't you highlight him? Bogus, bro. Bogus. Do my boy Dr. Doofenshmirtz like that, bro? Come on, man.
You are being hunted. This villain is chasing you right now. In fact, it's hunting all of us.
Pull out my gun.
A slow, terrifying hunt. This is the price of mortality. A price that Puss in Boots cannot accept. In doing so, he invites the first villain of this video to prove the hero wrong. In some stories, villains aren't mortal agents of evil, but instead forces of nature and the universe itself, attempting to undo the injustice the hero has created. Forces like death. You know it, you love it. Sometimes it's portrayed as a peaceful shepherd of souls, and other times, well, it becomes something out of a slasher film. In Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Puss faces death, not metaphorically or figuratively or rhetorically, just death himself. In this case, Puss is the character who has sinned. Even though he's a hero, he's indulged in pleasures in each of his 9 lives, living recklessly until he realizes he's on his last one. And death decides to end this kitty once and for all. Death is right. Puss has taken his lives for granted. Death's hunt of El Gato can be seen as an extension of the cycle of life and death. Puss has overstayed, thus someone must eliminate him. Yet I would argue that Death is still a villain, not just an antagonist. He's not a completely neutral arbiter. If he were, wouldn't he have just simply ended Puss's life? Despite the underlying moral justice, Death relishes in the fear he causes Puss. Death personified is cackling and playful. He drives Puss into corners, mocks him, brings on anxiety attacks and dread, gaining a sick kind of pleasure in enacting revenge. To me, this is villainous. It's only when Puss learns his lesson that Death stops. When Puss accepts his mortality and faces his fear, Death stops his attack. Disappointed that his prey has ended their game.
It has been a minute since I've seen this movie. Maybe I should go back and look at it. But if I do, I will have to bootleg it because I'm not on any fucking streaming service that I can watch it on. But I mean, like if y'all seen the trailer for the new Shrek movie coming out, and it's not really looking too good. But who knows? We'll see. Because like Puss in Boots was fucking goated, but maybe we'll see something with Shrek. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, here's hoping that it's good though.
Of cat and wolf. Death is averted, but to return another day. Death comes for all of us, and in that, he's completely correct. In Beowulf, when the Nordic warrior kills Grendel's mother, and the dragon, are we supposed to bat an eye? The modern idea of a hero and their adventures is so deeply influenced by Beowulf, and so the modern day villain must draw from Grendel, right? Grendel, said to be the descendant of Cain, the Bible's first murderer, is clearly supposed to be evil. He attacks a mead hall every night, murdering people in their sleep because he hates the noise of its revelry and celebration. And of course, that's terrible, about as monstrous as you can get. But I remember laying in my own college dorm room at night, trying to get some shut-eye for my exam the next morning, when the neighbor next door decides it's finally time to party, blaring music until 4 a.m. Is it wrong to want peace? Does Grendel, like Death himself, simply want the humans to stop their prideful celebrations? But even when Death stoops down to follow more human-like impulses, his wrath is focused on one person alone. On the other hand, a character like Castlevania's Dracula lets his human-like impulses drive him to ascend into being a force of nature, one that is apocalyptic. Some villains begin with heartbreakingly human intentions. We've all loved before, and in Castlevania, Dracula is no different. In this Netflix adaptation, Dracula has a human wife named Lisa, a brilliant woman of science and sass, whom the humans accuse of witchcraft. Dracula, known to be a violent monster, had found domestic bliss with Lisa until she was burned at the stake by...
What is this? Castlevania? I think I've never gotten around to watching this. I should. I know I should, but I just never gotten around to it.
Religious leaders. Dracula took this one action as justification of the evils of all mankind. What was seeded in love grew into loss and exploded into something sick and massive. Dracula's plan to destroy all humans with a plague of hellish retribution. He unleashed armies and armies of monsters across the land. If humans could hurt and unjustly punish someone as pure as Lisa, should they be allowed to thrive? Any one of them could have stopped it, Dracula says. Like the angry god of the Old Testament, Dracula seeks to cleanse the world. But unlike a god, however, Dracula's efforts are haphazard, grotesque, and disorderly. Instead of that biblical flood of ocean, Wallachia is drowned in senseless seas of blood. The other vampires
Yum.
fighting alongside him even wish that his attacks are more orderly, more militaristic. But Dracula doesn't care. He falls into a strange depression, with nothing left inside of him but human grief and demonic rage. It's wrong to kill an innocent. That's something baked into basic morality, and it's right to mourn those we lose. But while a hero may hunt only those who lead the witch hunt against Lisa, a villain takes his moral failure and uses it to wipe out everyone, perpetuating an endless cycle of violence. Coming back to Grendel, there's a part of me that feels even more pity for his mother. While Grendel and his mother are monsters, they only had each other, exiles on the edge of human civilization. Beneath that villainous expression of violence, these creatures cling to things that we all do: community, family, love. And when Grendel dies, the only one who mourns for him is his mother, who lashes out towards the men who killed her son. Is it wrong to mourn those you loved? One of the surest ways to create a villain is to revoke that love from them. It's basically a cliche at this point. Villains aren't born, they're made. But in Tai Lung's case, it bears truth. The villain of the first Kung Fu Panda movie is Tai Lung, a savage martial artist who was once a child prodigy raised by Master Shifu. Master Shifu adopted.
Yeah, it's been a bit since I watched this movie too. I don't think I really ever will go back to it. And I haven't watched the newest Kung Fu Panda either because I just heard from everyone that it was just ass. So never really bothered to care about it.
The orphan, raised him, trained him, and loved him as if he was his own child, and as if he was destined to become the Dragon Warrior. Tai Lung himself was also exceptionally talented at fighting, mastering all 1,000 scrolls of Kung Fu. But despite Tai Lung's talent, Master Oogway saw only ambition and rage in the young warrior. Master Oogway denied the role of Dragon Warrior to Tai Lung, but Shifu, his master, essentially his father, did nothing. Said nothing on his son's behalf. And just like that, Tai Lung, his entire life changed. He took this as betrayal and used his martial arts skills to destroy. He would go on to ravage the Valley of Peace, then be imprisoned for 20 years, in a prison built by Oogway that had its construction overseen by the one person who had shown Tai Lung love. No wonder that when he broke out, he sought out to unleash his rage, hunting the new Dragon Warrior, a certain panda. I think there's a whole movie about that, actually.
Holy shit,
He
go to
said
movie.
that it
Go
had
to
been
movie.
Shifu who filled his head with dreams and drove him to train until his bones broke. Shifu had tried to build a hero out of an outsider, but when that title was denied to Tai Lung, the spark of family was snuffed out when he did nothing to help his son. Tai Lung had nothing but his father and Kung Fu, so when one of those abandoned him, what did he have left? His father and the community around Kung Fu locked him away. In some ways, the heroes of the world were proving Tai Lung's spite right. Rather than try to sympathize with him, rehabilitate him, or find a new pathway for him besides being the Dragon Warrior, he was left to rot. Would imprisoning Grendel instead of killing him be any better? Would exiling his mother do any good but further her rage? Maybe when villains like Tai Lung are right, they expose something cruel in our idols. Fathers, masters, gods, and kings should not go by unquestioned. Villains have the courage to show us the...
See, he keeps going back to this Grendel character. I never watched or read the book or whatever the fuck he's from. But he keeps going back to him being like, this is horrible and it's bad. And I wonder what should have been done to him. Kill the motherfucker. Like, I'm hearing about him, like, terrorizing, like, a whole village and whatnot. Kill him. Like, the fuck? He'll be lucky if they say, yeah, we'll just imprison you for life. He'll be lucky if they do that. He should be like, oh, thank fuck, they didn't kill me. Like, no, they kill the fucker, bro. Like, womp womp, you had a bad backstory. I don't care. No one's going to care. No one's ever going to care. End him. Don't make your problem everyone else's problem. Which, for some reason, nowadays, people do not seem to actually want to really listen to.
cracks in things like love and tradition. They force us to reconsider the forces we claim to be good. But Tai Lung's violence is still cruel. His pride is still wrong. Like a toddler throwing a tantrum, he seeks attention in the most destructive of ways. For instead of hunting a person or people, why not target a system? Imagine a city of light and progress, a whimsical steampunk metropolis. Sounds perfect, right? I mean, just forget the part about this being from League of Legends and...
That is an unfortunate truth, is that any utopia has to be built off of some sort of suffering. Some sort of suffering somewhere or another. There's no heaven without a hell. It's just a way of life.
You'll be fine. But this utopia is built on top an underground of both lawlessness and community, darkness and the most scarred forms of hope. In the noxious fumes below, children play without care, while topsiders who venture down must wear masks, unaccustomed to the smog they've created themselves. This is the world of Arcane, and it's very easy to see the disparity between Piltover and its undercity, sometimes called Zon. But few people work to change this injustice when they spot it. Few people are like Silco. Growing up in the Undercity, Vander and Silco faced the slums like brothers until Vander betrayed Silco for some reason, leaving Silco scarred and vengeful. Silco grew into a ruthless chem baron who went to dangerous lengths to control others in the Undercity and expand his drug empire. And eventually, when Vander was taken out of the equation, Silco took over more formally. Later on, Silco even made a deal with Piltover, arguing for the Undercity to be liberated as the free nation of Zon. And surprisingly, they began to listen to Silco. As violence between the two states grew, the disparity could not be denied any longer. The Undercity was being discriminated against and overwhelmed by the effects of pollution, drug abuse, and apathy. But the Undercity was its own being by now. It could not continue to be dragged around and manipulated by Piltover. At the end of the first season, the Council of Piltover gathered to plan this new change. We see that when the villain is right, sometimes change must happen. But as much as Silco pushed for a free nation of Zon, and the Council almost let it happen, other dominoes were knocked over. A certain blue-haired girl named Jinx, raised by Silco, chose to kill him, and then she let her destructive impulses free, unleashing devastation. And now Zon's independence is still up in the air until we find out what happens next in Season 2. Silco represents not just rage at Vander, an
Season
individual,
2 already came out
but a larger societal anger
a
with a
while
clear
ago.
injustice in front of him. Why should his people suffer while topsiders live so peacefully? Why must society damn those below? But in the end, it's another form of betrayal that comes and ends him. In Beowulf, the Nordic tradition is about strength. In King Hrothgar's, goodness is measured by his capability to conquer.
They killed cows, they killed horses, they killed each other.
When Grendel attacks Hrothgar's mead hall, is he not just a reflection of the society's violence?
I began to be more confused than frightened.
I think it's the role of the villain to force change in a society and to hold a mirror to the madness that is often overlooked. But what happens when a society traps the villain in this madness and laughs? Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz is comically, aggressively, and kind of paradoxically evil and pathetic. He lives in a tower creating crazy weapons, fighting a secret agent every day, and he even has his own jingle. Dr. Doof's backstory is also filled to the brim with some of the most tragic and comically tragic moments. Growing up, he was forced by his father to be a garden gnome. His mother failed to love him because he was bad at kickball. Apparently, his two parents weren't even there to show up at his birth.
That's
His
impressive.
life is driven to a cartoonish extreme because, well, he's a cartoon. And in the series Phineas and Ferb, his everyday life becomes a kind of loop. Something in his everyday life inconveniences him, such as being insecure about a squeaky voice, or wanting to give his teenage daughter a nice birthday surprise. Then he creates something over the top to deal with this problem. Perry the Platypus stops him, and it blows up in his face, quite literally. As funny as he is, this loop also seems kind of like Sisyphus, the old Greek myth of the guy who had to push the boulder up and up, but only for it to fall over and over. Doof is trapped in the society of inconveniences, people who laugh at his viral fail videos online or disrespect him in the smallest of ways. He's stuck, constantly trying to improve his life but finding a new issue in his way. He's just like me for real. And his overzealous, crazed ability to create dramatic giant machines to deal with every little problem comes from a very human place, wanting to be respected, wanting to be happy, and wanting to make those he cares about.
Half of the machines he makes could whole ass like cure like some sort of illness or like problem of fucking of society. The shit he makes like literally borderline breaks the laws of physics. It's like he could whole ass like legitimately use his shit for good, but yeah, for some reason he's just too stupid to know that he could.
Safe and happy. We laugh at him not because he's completely wrong, but the ways he tries to solve his everyday issues are blown so far out of proportion. We get the satisfaction of seeing them bite him back in the butt, but there's kind of a catharsis in seeing that. Maybe because it reminds us of our own lives, being stuck in a loop, episode after episode, problem after problem, knowing that no matter what he tries, he'll try again next time. Is that so evil? Beowulf is a story that was initially passed down by oral tradition. People would memorize the poem they heard, then perform it for the next generation. But then it was documented and written down and turned into countless
To his answer, if it's so evil, it's huge yes if it's bothering a society of people. It doesn't matter if you have a valid reason to do it. It doesn't matter if a group of people says no, you just don't listen. You just listen. You listen and you shut the fuck up and you stop.
adaptations. It's inspired the fabric of nearly all Western hero stories. It's even one of the key inspirations for The Lord of the Rings. Over and over, the story is told, and over, Grendel is killed. Through the art form of storytelling, like Doofenshmirtz, he is doomed to repeat his mistakes. Is that madness? Or is that just life? What does it look like when a villain tries to control the madness of reality, fighting to protect stability, but doing so through violent, often at times overpowering ways? Look no further than the one and only Spider-Man, 2099. Technically, you might argue that Miguel O'Hara.
No, cause you're black.
He's not evil like Green Goblin or the Spot. He's just an antagonist, one that opposes the protagonist, Miles Morales. And with that, I honestly agree. He inhabits a more gray space of somewhere from antagonist to anti-hero to villain. But at the same time, look at this guy. He's got vampire fangs. What can you... That's a villain right there. Okay, fine. He's not a clear-cut villain. He's an antagonist with both heroic intentions and some villainous traits. Miguel is a Spider-Man that lost his entire dimension, and in this grief he becomes paranoid. He's a Spider-Man who doesn't quit, amassing an army of different spider people and pigs and horses and trying to control the great web of the multiverse. He surveys it all, trying to make sure that the canon events happen and that order remains in balance. But in doing so, Miguel allows people to die. Canon events can entail horrific tragedies that must happen in order to maintain the universe's stability. What other choice does he have but to become villainous in order to save everyone? From the perspective of Miles Morales, it's easy to see Miguel as a villain. He represents a darker Spider-Man who has seemingly given up on saving certain people. And when it's discovered that Miles may be an anomaly, Miguel ruthlessly traps him, trying to prevent him from saving his father from another villain. Is it the hero or the villain who should decide the fate of others? The webs of hero, anti-hero, and villain all become blurred. Miguel is right to try to save the universe, but is it right to let another Ben die over and over? Is it right to watch Gwen Stacy fall to her doom 100 times over and not do anything? At what point does it become too much? At what point does he become a true villain? Out of the different depictions of Beowulf, there's a book by John Gardner that follows Grendel's perspective instead. And based on that book, there's a 1981 animated film called Grendel, Grendel, Grendel. They have similarities and differences, but in the end, they give the villain of the story the main perspective, and we as the audience can't help but empathize with him. He's still a murderer. He revels in attacking the men of Hrothgar's mead hall. But the simple act of following him rather than Beowulf exposes his loneliness, his curiosity, and his humanity. Would Miles Morales become the villain if we followed Miguel's perspective? Heroes or villains, monsters or humans, right or wrong? In this video, I've asked a lot of questions. Believe me, I wish I had more answers, man. But maybe that's the point of a villain being right. When someone supposedly evil has a point, then we question our own ideas of good. Villains reflect the injustices of society, giving us a lens to view our world and notice the darkness and the light. But through the extreme actions they take on, heroes are dragged into the fray. Innocents get hurt. In the game of hero and villain chess, the hero has 3 moves to respond to the villain's moral check. The first is to deny that the villain was right, to find another way. In Spider-Verse, Miles runs from Miguel, zooming on his way to find his father, rejecting the idea that all is lost, that people must die to be Spider-Man.
See, just goes all to show that I like it when characters are like real, and where it's just like you see them and you understand why they are the way that they are. I like that because it just gives the story in the world a bit more of that complications and whatnot. You know, just complexity and whatnot. But like at the same time, there's also nothing wrong with just a goofy or cartoonishly evil villain. It's like And it's like that's not real either, but at the same time, it's like sometimes it can be. I mean, shit. Even if you want to look at towards real life, it's like you can see that there are people like that in your own life currently, right now, that you could quote unquote say that they're villains. But let's not get into that.
Whether this is right or wrong, the villain moves the hero to act and to figure out their own truth. The second is for the hero to accept that they were wrong. Puss in Boots realizes that he needs to value his last life instead of recklessly wishing for the next. And the third and final way is somewhere in between. It is to listen to the villain and to try to teach them, to engage in a conversation and show them mercy. This is when the hero believes in both the good and the bad of their world. They try to come to an understanding between the flaws that the villain sees in the world and the goodness the hero knows still remains. In the comment section of the YouTube video on Grendel, 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 there's a comment that says that Peter Ustinov, the voice of Grendel, said that this film was a tribute to monsters who, after all, are doing their job, keeping us on our toes. I think this bears truth. Monsters and villains, all alike, force us to stay vigilant and to reconsider what we know. They keep us on our toes. At the end of the film, after watching this bumbling mama's boy ogre observe humans, he enters the mead hall one last time, meeting his doom. Beowulf has arrived, and he manages to pull Grendel's arm off. Grendel begins to die. He stumbles outside, and we watch him lie there alone, calling for his mother. And I see this villain there alone. I can't help but feel sad. I don't think we should let Grendel devour more folks or evil scientists take over the tri-state area. But they do deserve something. They deserve to at least have someone to give them a chance and to listen to them. For it is an awful thing to die alone.
Poor Grindel's had an accident.
I wanted to make a different kind of video, one that's a little bit more chill, a little bit more like the video essays I like to watch. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care.
Yeah, it was alright. I couldn't really yap too much about it because you just bring up shit that's are like way too old. I mean, that's kind of my fault because like I had this shit a fucking year ago. Like like everything he's talking about is like out of date now. So oh well, I guess whatever. Yeah. So I guess that's gonna be